This is wrestling's greatest moments.
Hey now, wrestling fans. It's time for another episode of Wrestling's Greatest Moments, Who's Dat Wrestler, where we provide 5 clues and you have to guess the wrestler's identity. The less clues you need to get the answer, the better your score. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Here are the rules. You have 5 clues to guess each wrestler's identity, that is, the wrestling name they're best known by. If you answer the question with the first clue, you earn 5 points. If you answer the question by the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on, with the 5th and last clue being worth 1 point. If you don't answer the question within 5 clues, you get a whole lot of nothing. Dare to play the wild card? If you're willing to take a risk, consider playing our wild card question. We'll give you the subject. The question could be easy, medium, or hard. You won't know until you play it. It's a multiple choice question, or as we used to say in school, a multiple guess. Answer it right, and you add 5 points to your score. Answer it wrong, and you deduct 5 points. Keep in mind, the wild card is optional. Here's an example. Category: The Road Warriors. Your difficulty is easy. Lucky you. Here's a question. Which of these tag team titles weren't held by the Road Warriors? 1. The AWA World Tag Team Championship. 2. The WWF Tag Team Championship. 3. The ECW Tag Team Championship. Or 4. The NWA World Tag Team Championship. The correct answer is 3. The ECW World Tag Team Championship. Good luck! Question 1. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 6, 1971 in Oakville, Ontario. One of his trainers was fellow Canadian Dewey Robertson, aka the Missing Link. Clue number 2. This wrestler debuted in the early 1990s, but is best known for his run in the WWF, which began in 1998. One of the hype videos promoting his debut featured an adult film star. Clue number 3. This wrestler portrayed an adult film star turned wrestler and was known for his innuendos. Clue number 4. This wrestler competed as Eric Bischoff's chief of staff while working as Chief Morley. Clue number 5. This wrestler was nicknamed the Big Valboski. Who's that wrestler? Who is Val Venus? Question 2. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in 1938. He joined the American Football League playing for several of its teams during the 1960s, including the Houston Oilers, Miami Dolphins, and Denver Broncos. However, he was best known for his time playing for the New York Jets. Clue number 2. This wrestler was trained by Dory Funk Sr. and debuted in 1960 during football's off-season. He played up his heritage as a Native American and was known for his devastating tomahawk chops. His feud with Johnny Valentine continued with Valentine's son Greg and Jim Crockett Promotions. Clue number 3. This wrestler famously had his leg broken by Greg Valentine in a storyline, with Valentine wearing a t-shirt boasting of breaking this wrestler's leg. Clue number 4. This wrestler was a featured player in Jim Crockett Promotions' Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling territory, where he feuded with Greg Valentine, Ric Flair, Rowdy Piper, Sergeant Slaughter, and many of the promotion's top heels. He would hold many titles in the promotion, including its versions of the United States Championship and the NWA World Tag Team Championship, as well as the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Clue number 5. This wrestler competed under his nickname, Wahoo. Who's that wrestler? Who is Wahoo McDaniel? Question 3. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 6, 1976, in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. He debuted in wrestling in 1995. Clue number 2. This wrestler signed with the WWE in 2005 and debuted on the main roster in 2005. He won his only WWE title when he defeated Finlay and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Clue number 3. This wrestler was storyline suspended by Mr. McMahon in 2007 for impersonating a McMahon. In reality, he was suspended for a wellness policy violation. Clue number 4. This wrestler won the Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania 23. Clue number 5. This wrestler was known for making his own ring announcement with a microphone that would descend into his hand. Who's that wrestler? Who is Mr. Kennedy, aka Mr. Anderson? Question 4. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on October 6, 1959. He was one of several future wrestlers to attend Minnesota's Robbinsdale High School. Clue number 2. This wrestler trained with Eddie Sharkey. His early career saw him perform in Hawaii and then New Zealand. His first successful run was in Mid-South Wrestling in the early 1980s. Clue number 3. This wrestler portrayed many different characters during his career, including an American-turned-Russian sympathizer. This led to success in Jim Crockett Promotions, including runs with the NWA Six-Man Tag Team Championship, the NWA World Tag Team Championship, and the NWA United States Tag Team Championship. Clue number 4. This wrestler replaced Randy Cooley in Demolition after WWF fans recognized Cooley from his days as Moondog Rex. Clue number 5. This wrestler would play many characters, including Mr. Hole-in-One and the Blacktop Bully. Who's that wrestler? Who is Barry Darsow, a.k.a. Crusher Khrushchev, a.k.a. Demolition Smash, a.k.a. the Blacktop Bully, a.k.a. Mr. Hole-in-One, and many others. Question 5. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota on June 15, 1961. He was friends with Road Warrior Hawk, who helped him break into wrestling. Clue number 2. This wrestler began competing as an arm wrestler, earning the nickname Flash for his quick victories. His arm wrestling exploits led to a role in Sylvester Stallone's film Over the Top. This wrestler competed early on in his career alongside John Nord as the Lumberjacks in the American Wrestling Association. Clue number 3. This wrestler competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling. There, he teamed with Hercules and the team, the Jurassic Powers, capturing the IWGP Tag Team Championship. This wrestler enjoyed considerable success in New Japan, including 2 reigns as IWGP Heavyweight Champion and 2 reigns as IWGP Tag Team Champion. He also worked in New Japan as a member of NWO Japan. Clue number 5. This wrestler eventually worked his way to World Championship Wrestling, teaming briefly with Ice Train as Fire and Ice. He also formed Vicious and Delicious, a tag team with fellow New World Order member Buff Bagwell. Who's that wrestler? Who is Scott Norton? Question 6. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born in Columbus, Ohio. She was trained by Jeff Cannon and debuted in the Scored Circle in 2005. Clue number 2. This wrestler worked in Ohio Championship Wrestling using the ring name Lexi Lane. She later worked in Shimmer, debuting there in 2007 as Ashley Lane. Clue number 3. This wrestler continued working in various promotions, including a run in Wrestlelicious, where she competed as cheerleader Amber Lively. However, it was when she debuted in Total Nonstop Action, TNA, in 2009 that she adopted the name she's best known by. Clue number 4. This wrestler turned heel on Taylor Wilde in TNA, joining forces with the Beautiful People. This wrestler would capture the Knockouts Championship 5 times and the Knockouts Tag Team Championship 3 times. 2 of her Knockout Tag Team Championship partners were Velvet Sky and Gail Kim. Clue number 5. This wrestler is married to AEW announcer Josh Matthews. One of her wrestling nicknames was Queen Bee. Who's that wrestler? Who is Madison Rayne? Question 7. Ridiculous. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on November 3rd, 1908 in Rainy River, Ontario. Some of this wrestler's trainers included Tony Stutcher and Henry Orderman. This wrestler learned the workings of the grappling game to supplement his income from playing professional football. Clue number 2. This wrestler enjoyed success in professional football, playing for the Chicago Bears during the 1930s and one season in 1943. He would help the Bears win several NFL championships. Wrestling lore has it that professional wrestler Lou Thesz persuaded this wrestler to focus on wrestling instead of football because wrestling paid twice as much as football. Clue number 3. His success on the gridiron helped him become a popular pro wrestler. His success in both fields led to him becoming an inaugural member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame. In 1937, this wrestler defeated Dean Denton for one of several world titles in existence at the time. Clue number 4. This wrestler continued wrestling into the late 1950s, including a run as NWA World Tag Team Champion, the Minneapolis version, alongside Vern Gagne. Clue number 5. This wrestler defeated Lou Thesz for the National Wrestling Association's World Heavyweight Championship on June 23, 1939. This wrestler dropped the title to Ray Steele on March 7, 1940. This wrestler regained the title from Steele in 1941 before dropping it to Sandor Zasbo. Who's that wrestler? Who is Bronco Nagurski? Time to play the wild card. Remember, the wild card is optional. This week's wild card category, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Who was the last NWA World Heavyweight Champion in TNA Wrestling before the NWA ended its affiliation with TNA? 1. Sting. 2. Kurt Angle. 3. Christian Cage. 4. Jeff Jarrett. The correct answer is 3. Christian Cage. Christian Cage was the final NWA World Heavyweight Champion before the NWA ended its affiliation with TNA in 2007. How'd you do? Let's have the coach review your scores. Coach?
How'd you do? No points. You set up the ring. While you're at it, sweep up the gym. 1 to 5 points. You're a wrestling school student. 6 to 10 points. You're a local talent, or what I like to call a bum. 11 to 15 points. You're a jobber to the stars. 16 to 20 points. You're a mid-card talent. 21 to 25 points. You're an upper-card talent. 26 to 30 points. You're a main eventer. 31 to 34 points. You're the undisputed world champion. 35 points. You're a living legend. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Wrestling's greatest moments. The channel that celebrates the squared circle.